All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Rob at Smirking Gun Reviews, and tonight we are talking about Happy Season 2, Episode 1. It's the Season 2 premiere of a show that I started watching on Netflix. I started reviewing, and then it just kind of got forgotten for a while. And I think I was trying to watch like Orphan Black at the time too. That also went by the wayside, but just it happens. But I did finally finish Happy Season 1. So to people that have subscribed to my channel, like Belinda R, who really wanted me to, I think, finish that, and I didn't. I probably will in the future. Finish the reviews for that. But I finished it, and I'm reviewing the premiere, so hopefully this is something for the people who wanted to see more reviews of Happy. Season 1 definitely made me, say that that's the most insane show I think I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen anything like Season 1 ever, in anything. And as far as TV goes, I've seen some pretty insane movies, but I don't think I've ever seen a TV show be this nuts, in a good way. But also almost to like points of the insanity gets so intense and so over the top that I kind of I couldn't take it a couple of times. I was just like, oh my, like it kind of blew it blew my mind. It really blew my mind. And from those just, like what are the rules in this world kind of thing. Like it pretty much makes them up as they go along, which I really like. I feel like that just doesn't bother me at all when this will suddenly take a supernatural turn, like weird turn. Like what the hell are those big fucking, what were those stupid things with the baby as the son, the Teletubbies, those Teletubby looking things with they bleed like pink goo that's like alive. So I guess they're like what, aliens? I don't know. The bug, the dude dressed up as the bug and they all are licking that thing that came out of the other, like it peeled its back and they're all licking it. It looks like a fucking dick. And just everything, man. I loved every insane minute of it. It didn't, I wish I would have put that on the top of the list of last year, or one of the things at the top of the list of last year. It wouldn't have beaten Haunting of Hill House, but anyway, let's not talk any further about Season 1. That's just what I'm saying is Season 2 has a lot to live up to. And I'm happy to say that it's just as nuts as ever. There's a bit of a slightly less, it's dark. Let's not beat around the bush. The whole thing's dark, but there's a less, I don't know. There's something toned down a little bit here in the first episode. Even though saying that, you'd have to really know what I mean by toned down just a little bit. It just feels a little less dark, just a little, and a little less grimy. And I think maybe that's because Nick is changing or trying to change. And I think that's a big aspect of last season, was just how bad Nick Sachs had become. And like how just disgusting he had become. Like just everything about him was just vile. As a good guy, he's a good guy, but now that he's trying to clean up, I think maybe that's what's different about the show, is that he's not as mean as the world is in this show. He's trying to hold it back. Don't get me wrong, it's all still there. But he's making an effort because of his daughter. And, although here's something that I just want to mention, is that if Happy's still there because Nick really needs his help more than his daughter, I would think that in the case of Haley, right, that's her name, I would think that the trauma that she suffered in Season 1 would probably trump whatever Nick's going through right now. Because of the post-traumatic stress disorder, I think that she probably has a pretty bad case of with acting out in school and stuff. And I think Happy maybe they could have done double duty on Haley. Like maybe, when she needs him, like they could have made that kind of a running gag that, Happy's trying to be in two places at once. I can't be there to help you, Nick, but that's, they appeared, they're not going that way. But it doesn't quite make sense to me. proportionately Nick's problems versus Haley's. But whatever, they needed the show to keep going. So, and maybe it's like that in the comic too. I don't know. I have not read that, and I don't know if I will. I'm reading so many comics, and I'm so backlogged still. I mean, I just got my new comics today, and I haven't even started reading them yet. But the show just starts off with, I mean, you know where we're headed. You know that the show hasn't missed a beat when the show begins with a bunch of exploding nuns. It's fantastic. It's great. I mean, it's really dark. I don't know what's going on. You got this rabbit this person doing like an American Horror Story up in the tree, with the rubber suit and dressed as a rabbit with the pink eye. Let's just talk about this because it's full spoilers, right? So, yeah, it was easy to figure out that the rabbit was going to be the nut job from last year. The whole way through, it was. I guess we were probably all supposed to know that it was him, but maybe not. But it was gonna be him. And so he's just into some more sick shit. So I mean, I guess with Christmas out of the way, now we're at Easter. So if this show keeps going, I guess we'll do like Halloween, Thanksgiving, 4th of July on one season. I don't know how many seasons this will go on for, but whatever. I'll keep watching it as long as it's nuts. But I mean, it was a little, easy to figure that the girl would get the thing and you'd think she was trying to save herself when really she was trying to save everyone else. That's why she took off early, just so that nobody could stop her. But exploding nuns, that's one way to go. And I mean, the cops, when they were interrogating her, Jesus Christ, man, there is like no decent person, like anybody with like an authority, like a position of authority, is just like a scumbag. I love the actress on the more heavy set one that she's been on Rescue Me a lot. She's a really fun New York actress. I like her in a lot of things. I wish I remembered her name. I do that a lot, but at least I remembered what show she's been in. But they're just so bad to her. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like they are just, and it's not like hostile, like you would when you're trying to get a terrorist thing out of her. Like, how did you, No, they were like just straight up like fucking talking shit. It's just weird. And like I said, I think in the very first episode of season 1, I said even way back then when they went to that Sunny Shine concert, even before she got kidnapped, I was like, that dude's going to be in on this whole thing. I'm telling you right now, from episode 1. I think I need to go back and look at episode 1's review. But I'm pretty sure I said Sunny Shine was going to be the real bad guy the whole fucking time. Because you just don't have a guy like that on your show and not make him like the worst person there. The guy that's supposed to be the, person that loves your kids, but I love that guy. He's really hamming it up. I mean, he's got the look. He's got that perfect look of somebody that, would be on a kid's show and just be awful in real life. Not to this degree. This isn't even like worst case scenario, that guy being that bad. He's like, oh God, like, I don't want to make comparisons to anything because it's all bad. I don't want to put that image in anybody's head. But apparently his dad's the Pope. So sure, why not? And I really loved it when the priests were checking out the kids. That wasn't so subtle now, was This episode takes a lot of shots at people. And it's fine by me. I think they took a shot at Trump in here at the beginning too, which was just great. Make Easter great again or something like that. I don't know, but the whole thing of their whole plan. So I'm assuming that Sunny Shine set it up with all those nuns so that he creates a need for Easter, which he wants to make Easter great again, which fine, whatever reason for the insanity. I just can't wait to see what happens later on. But Nick trying to, be a good dad, not knowing what to do. I mean, not, wanting to actually congratulate his daughter more than punish her because he just doesn't understand. He's been in this world, for his whole life, and she's been forced into it, so it's something he's got to get used to. The whole thing near the end with where he takes the prostitute to this guy who's having a party, and I just, that whole setup is just messed up because he's trying to, at least he thinks it's okay, and then how he tries to turn it around and be like, no, like I need to stay and make sure you don't get fucking killed here. And yeah, it's a good thing he does stick around, and of course this, it leads to the I don't know, the ice skating on blood scene, which is, I was laughing so hard. This is it. he pulls, the guy falls onto this thing like a forklift, and he pulls him off, and the blood's just going everywhere. And then they all start trying to fight on the blood, and they're all like slipping, but they're not falling down. It's really well choreographed, really well done. When the wheels of the car, the big truck, were about to run over the other guy, I literally was like, oh fuck, man. Oh my god, that was just a genius. I just loved it. Loved it so much. And then, you know, you find out that the rabbit was that guy from last year. And just Nick's, you know, and so Nick's really trying. When we find out that his ex-partner, now she was kicked off the force. But she is, you know, trying to find how Sonny connects to everything, because she did promise Nick's ex-wife that they, you know, wouldn't get away with this forever. And then the last thing we have is Blue's story, which I really don't care about, because Blue is such a, I'm sorry, like on a show that's already sick and twisted. It's just, I hate him so much. And it's not like I love to hate him. I just hate him. I hate him. And I don't hate the actor. I just hate his character so much. And now he's like possessed by a demon that they wanted to trap him in prison. And it's been trying to take him over. And then the one thing that really surprised me here is I did not see the old lady stabbing Debbie Mazar to death. I did not see that coming. And I'm pretty sure that it seems like either the demon wanted it or it didn't want it. I don't know. The look on his face was like, look of like, no, I can't believe you just did that. Or maybe, you know, the demon was allowing him to see it. I don't know. But either way, I did not see that coming. That was a pretty like good surprise. Yeah, I mean, as far as first, this show is hard to review. It really is, because basically you're just pointing out all the things that are crazy and trying to talk about it in a way that's entertaining and not just recapping. And so I think I've done an okay job for this first episode. If there's things I've missed, I apologize. She does have that goo in that jar, so, you know, that's going to be a topic for further episodes. But I'm really liking the direction this is going still. Christopher Maloney pretending to be talking to Patton Oswalt that whole time. It's just so great. And he keeps doing a great job. I mean, like when he goes to the AA meeting or whatever, just, you knew how that was going to go. Like that he was just going to be there for the donuts and the coffee. And I like that, you know, how he's trying not to drink. I can relate. Well, now that I'm pushing 2 years sober, you know, I'm not where Nick's at. I can tell you that, but I can still relate to it. So anyway, I think I've done a pretty good job here for the most part. If not, I guess you can tell me how much I suck. But otherwise, if you like this review, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications on the channel. I really am glad to be doing this. I will continue to do Happy Season 2 now that it's going. It's a little bit easier to do shows like once a week than when I'm binging it like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I will continue to do Happy Season 2 as the show goes on. And hopefully you guys like it. So anyway, this is Robert Smirking Interview saying we'll be back next week with Happy Season 2, Episode 2. We've also got the season finale of The Walking Dead. We've still got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We've already finished all of Season 1 and reviewed that. We're now starting Season 2, reviewing all that. We've got Captain America Civil War when I have time to do my continuation of the Road to Avengers Endgame reviews. And before Game of Thrones comes out, I will be having a best of Game of Thrones video as well. So there's a lot going on the channel as usual. But otherwise, have a great night, and we will see you next time.